Buddha.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going so far? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, folks. So if there's anybody out there that is tuning in and you're not subscribed, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. And if you're over on X, go to the homepage, hit that link, and join come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and join the crew. What is going on, everybody? Let's say what's up to the chat here real quick. So, Yankees Mariners pregame lineup isn't out yet, but that's okay. We'll wait a little bit. As soon as the lineup comes out, I'll pull it up on the screen. We'll talk about the lineup. We'll talk about the matchup. But let's say what's up first. Who do we have? We got CT Cards. What is going on? Ken, what's up? Sunil, what's going on, Sunil? How you doing? Who else we got? We got Nosebleed section. What's up? What's up? What's up? D-Train, what is going on? Infernus, what's up, man? How's it going? We got Dev Finch in the building. What up? What up? We got my guy, the Ace Avenue in the building. What's up, Ace? Shout out to my guy, Ace. Make sure you guys subscribe to Ace's channel if you haven't yet. It was a great time calling the game with him on Sunday where the Yankees won. So I was over on his channel, and we called a great game, and we were having some great conversation. Looking forward to doing it again at some point. I don't know when. I know there's 12 games left in the season, so. We'll figure something out, hopefully. If not, all good. But again, it was a pleasure calling the game with him. And I am going to quickly post the link to his channel. So the link is right there. So make sure you all subscribe to his channel if you have not yet. What up, Jacob? How's it going? And Gusto, good to hear from you, man. I haven't seen you in a little bit. I know you texted me yesterday. It was good hearing from you. Hopefully you and your family are doing well. And like he says, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Smash those heart emojis down there at the bottom. It's greatly appreciated. Bobby, what's going on? Rodney, how you doing, man? How you feeling, Rodney? What is up? What is up? Sabine, how's it going? What is going on? You're funny. What's up, Sabine? What else we got in the chat? We got a lot of people in the chat. We got a lot of folks in the chat, but shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, big series tonight, man. Big series. And what up, Jonathan? How's it going? How are you? But yeah. So that's the link right there. So make sure you all subscribe. But like Ace said, big series tonight, right? We talked a little bit about it on the morning show. So, tonight's matchup is going to be Brian Wu versus Luis Hill. And the last time Brian Wu played against the Yankees, he had an excellent outing. I mean, the Yankees lost that game 6-3. And in that game, Brian Wu went 6 innings, only gave up 2 hits, didn't walk anybody, didn't walk any batters, but he had 7 strikeouts. The bats had no answer for him. When Luis Hill pitched, it was just a little over 6 innings. He gave up 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 8. And in that game, he went up against Luis Castillo, who is on the injury list right now. So Hill outdueled Luis Castillo. In that game that Wu pitched, it was Clark Schmidt. So it was a 4-game series. The Yankees split it. Let's see what happens this time. Now, the Yankees this season have had success against righties. However, these righty pitchers that the Yankees are going to go up against this series, starting with Brian Wu, is not going to be easy. So the bats have to show up. It's worth mentioning too that the game that Luis Hill pitched, the Yankees won that game 5-0. All right, and when the Yankees score 5 or more runs, they tend to win the majority of the time. They have a 64-12 record when they score 5 or more runs. So let's see what they do tonight. And I know a few other folks came into the chat. Demon D, what's up? Scott, what is going on? What's up? What's up? But how we feeling? Good one. Good one. Wu's coming off the IL. Got it. Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot that he was hurt. But tonight's game. I mean, and this series, like Ace said, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one because Seattle they're fighting, and they're going to fight hard. They're going to battle hard. All right, and there's no telling what's going to happen in the series. They're trying to compete for a wild card spot, as are the Tigers. So with 12 games left in the season, there's no telling what's gonna happen. But how do you all feel about today's game? How do you all feel about this pitching matchup? I think again, I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. So yeah, it'll be a low scoring game. There's not gonna be a lot of runs being scored, especially with Brian Wu and Luis Hill on the mound. I think both are going to pitch extremely well. It's just a matter of whose bats are going to come through. On paper, I would say the Yankees have the better lineup, but they need to produce at the plate. So we've talked about many times how situational hitting is not exactly a strength of the Yankees, although there's been some games where they have done better. All right. The good news is the Yankees are coming off a series win against Boston. They won their 3rd straight series. So hopefully they can ride that momentum going into Seattle. West Coast trips are not easy. I'm hoping the Yankees can come away with a 4-2 record. I can also see a 3-3 record, but anything is possible. These West Coast games, you never know what's going to happen. 12 games left, man. 12 games left. Not a lot of baseball left this season. We're coming down to the wire. So, again, the Yankees are facing righty pitchers this week again, or in this series. So we can expect lefty bats in the lineup. So we'll see what the lineup looks like when it comes out, and I'm hoping it comes out soon. That way we can talk about the lineup. I know again they're playing in Seattle, so it's probably going to come out a little later. Usually the lineup, if it's being played in on the East, the lineup is out by now, and we'd be talking about it. But that's not the case. Yeah, the Detroit Tigers. Can you believe it? Yeah, they're actually competing for a wild card spot. Let's see. Situational hitting tonight is needed. All right. Yeah, I mean, it is, no doubt. 5-1 in honor of Burn Baby Burn. I would love to see 5-1. What do we got here? Major League Baseball is letting Alex Cora off the hook. The Red Sox skipper has avoided a suspension after. Yeah, well, I'm not really surprised. So, moving on. But thank you for sharing that, Jonathan. Back in New Orleans, the first round of the playoffs should be fun. Okay. Going to be doing some partying down there in New Orleans. So, piggyback in any of those next 3 games. What do you mean a potential piggyback? Like bullpen, or what are we saying? What's up, D-Rod? How's it going, man? What's going on? Never been to New Orleans. I've never been to New Orleans either. I had somebody I know went to New Orleans. They said that they didn't personally enjoy it, but I guess everybody has different opinions. But they didn't really. I've heard from a couple of people they didn't really enjoy themselves in New Orleans, but I don't know. I'll have to make my own judgment if I ever visit New Orleans. So I don't have much of a desire right now, but but we'll see. Maybe one day. Yeah. Oh, Stroman is missing a start. Yeah, he's in the bullpen. He's in the bullpen, so it's going to be a Hill Stroman piggyback. So, um, the pitching matchups for this week. Obviously, tonight is Luis Hill versus Brian Wu, and I'm going to pull up the other pitching matchups as well. Tomorrow's game is going to be Miller versus Nestor Cortez. Bryce Miller versus Nestor Cortez. And then Thursday's game is going to be Clark Schmidt versus Logan Gilbert. So yeah, there's no start in this series from Marcus Stroman. It's a fun time if you know where to go. Max lived in New Orleans when his dad was in the Navy. The food is great if you like spice. Okay, yeah. I love spicy food. Yeah, West Coast. Yeah, West Coast trips should be on the weekend. I would agree, man. It's kind of like when it's in the middle of the week, it kind of just throws everything off, and especially when it's like in the middle of September, towards the end of the season. Towards the end of the season, it just it kind of throws things out of whack. But it is what it is. Oh, cold Italian pizza. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on, man? How you feeling, man? How you living? That makes sense. Marcus Stroman's next start scheduled for Game 1 against the Orioles. That makes sense. I'm just going off of what the Major League Baseball app is telling me. Their nosebleed. You can check for yourself, but I'm just going off of what they're telling me. But Luis Hill, let's see. His last couple of starts since he's been back, I mean, he's pitched in 2 games since he's been back from his injury. If you remember, he was on the 15-day IL. He came back against the Chicago Cubs and had a good outing, had a decent outing. He went 6 innings, walked only 2 batters, only gave up 1 hit, didn't give up any runs. He struck out 7. The game against Kansas City, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, only gave up a run. It was a solo home run, and he walked 2 batters and struck out 5. So 2 good outings. I think that I think tonight I think he's going to have another good outing. His last outing again against Seattle was solid. I was a little worried when he was going up against Luis Castillo, but he was able to outduel Luis Castillo, and and the Yankees took it to Luis Castillo in that game. So took months for Clark Schmidt to get above 5 innings effectively. I don't think we can plan on Schmidt for more than 5 for the rest of the year. Yeah, I don't know what their plan is with Clark Schmidt, but I don't think it's going to be the bullpen. I don't think he's going to be a guy that they're going to put in the bullpen. I think the guys that they're considering putting in the bullpen it's going to be Stroman and Nestor. So Schmidt's probably not going to be the guy that when the Yankees play in the American League Division Series, they're not going to put him as one of the 3 pitchers. I think that one of the 3 pitchers is going to be, Cole, Rodon, Hill, or Cole, Hill, Rodon. It's going to be in that order, one of those orders, but it's those 3 guys, I think. He's finally starting to accept that Severino ain't coming back. Therapy. I mean, yeah, I think we all knew that. Where did his name come up there, Savine? Yeah, I was looking at that too. I mean, let me pull that up real quick. So, um, the Yankees typically, or not typically, but they haven't had good at bat, or a lot of at bats against Brian Wu. Um, yeah, let's see. Against Brian Wu, Cabrera's only had 2 at bats. Grisham 2 at bats. Aaron Judge 2 at bats. John Birdie, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jason Dominguez have never faced him. Aaron Judge has only had 2 at bats. Rizzo has had 4. Juan Soto has had 3. Giancarlo has had 2. Gleyber Torres has had 5. Verdugo's had 2. Austin Wells has had 4. Or no, Austin Wells has had 2. Anthony Volpe has had 4. So not a lot of experience, like you said, Ken. Not a lot of experience, but let's see what they have. Hopefully, they have a better idea of how to approach him this time around. So let's see what happens. What up, Desiree? How's it going? Hey, what up, Kiku? There is no Julio Rodriguez. He's hurt, so the Yankees are not going to face him in this series. Last I checked, he was on the 15-day IL, if I'm not mistaken. So, if he's back, he'll be back by the playoffs if the Mariners make it. Mariners are hyped for these games. Pitching staff out there, yeah. I mean, they got a good pitching staff, no doubt, Ronnie. And you said you weren't going to the game on Thursday, right, Ronnie? Is that what you were saying? Oh boy. Yeah, so they won't have to worry about Luis Castillo in this series. But the Yankees, last time they faced Luis Castillo, they beat him up pretty good. I mean, the Yankees ended up winning that game 5-0. What up, Brad? You're saying highly doubtful I'll get the lineup for this stream. I don't know. Because the lineup for the Mariners is already out. So they already have their lineups out. So the Yankees haven't released theirs yet, I know, but the Yankees should be releasing it here. I would imagine within the next hour or so, if I had to guess. What's up, Erica? How you feeling? Feeling any better? Any better? Any worse? How you feeling? Good to see you. Thursday afternoon, hopefully, for sure. I plan on doing the play-by-play for Thursday's game. What up, Chet? Chet saying tonight is the test for New York Yankees against Seattle's pitching. If they do not score runs, I'm afraid it's going to be deja vu in the playoffs against good pitching. We'll see, man. When it comes to the playoffs, you never know what's going to happen. That's one thing. Playoffs, anything is possible. You're better, not 100%. All right, yeah, I understand. There's some people around me that have been getting sick as of late. So, not sure why, but there's definitely something going around. Oh, in tonight's game, so Boone said Oswaldo starting tonight at short. Verdugo and Dominguez are both playing. So with Verdugo and Dominguez both playing, my guess is Aaron Judge is going to be DHing tonight then. I would imagine he's probably DHing. Juan Soto's going to be in the lineup too. So it's probably going to be an off day for Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah, I see your I pulled up your comment, so I see your comment here, but nah, I only pass my bugs on to you so you could get sick. Only you, Brad. Nobody else. Yeah, we were yeah, I was talking about Anthony Volpe earlier, like in the morning stream, and his bat has not been it's not been great. It hasn't been great. His defense, I mean, yeah, it's been good, but his bat in the last couple of weeks, in the last 15 games, has not been good. It's been pretty bad, and I'll pull up the stats again to talk about his bat, and there's been a couple of games where the bases are loaded with him up at bat, and here he has golden opportunities to make something happen, and doesn't come through when it matters. So it's frustrating. Oh, I think so too, Erica. You're talking about Luis Hill. I think he's going to be one of the three guys that starts in the division series. It's going to be low scoring, cold out there in Seattle. Got it. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, Erica. I want him to absolutely kill it. Hey, don't underestimate my bugs there, buddy. That's all I'm going to tell you. Today's show on the shift, Joe said he brought up numbers against Volpe and the other shortstop. Volpe's almost last of all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You look at Anthony Volpe's stats. Last 15 games, he's batting 189. So those, I mean, batting average of 189, that's not great. Last 7 games, it's 0.91. So those numbers need to dramatically improve. So he needs to get it together in these next couple of weeks because postseason's coming. Yeah, you want to talk about sidelined? I'll show you sidelined, Sunil. Volpe makes me sad. I really love the kid, but he's a growing pains, and unfortunately, we're in a win now situation. So, got to put. Yeah, exactly, Erica. I was fully expecting Volpe to start tonight. I'll be honest with you, but I'm glad they're putting in Oswaldo Cabrera there. So, let's see what happens. Judge 60 home runs. I could see it. Yeah, I get it. Bernie was not good until year 3. I mean, Volpe, I'm still giving him a shot. Like I'm not gonna give up on him yet. I don't want to write him off. Volpe's had tremendous upside, but for some reason he reverts back from his adjustments that meet the plate. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, he's a guy that he should be a leadoff guy, but unfortunately he doesn't have the stuff to be a leadoff guy. Yeah, he only has 11 home runs for the year, so his home run numbers are going to be down compared to last year. His strikeouts are high, but it's still down from last year. His walks, though, I think he has more walks this season comparatively. No, he's got less walks. He's got less walks, less strikeouts. He struck out 147 times this season. Last year was 167. He's hit more doubles this year, hit more triples this year. His home run numbers are down. RBIs right now is down by 5, but I think he can make something. He can pass his RBI number. Sunil, bring it on. I ain't afraid of you. I think Boone in the front office understands the importance of the West Coast trip. They say they're not looking at standings, but you have to capitalize. Well, yeah, and Seattle's gonna play the Yankees hard. especially at their own stadium. So, watch out. All right. I see a certain name in here that I don't want to see, but oh man, this is hilarious. People with their fake accounts. People see in the postseason Volpe will shine. He's a little weirdo, but the boy can play and he will mature. Yeah, I still have some. I'm confident that he can play. He'll improve. If not, hopefully he improves next season. If year 3, there's not really a significant improvement, then I'm going to be a little worried. I'm not going to lie. Remember how his second longest hitting streak in franchise by young guys. Yep. Yeah, only 3 games behind Houston. I mean, they're not too far out from the wild card either. Yeah, I mean, they added Randy Arozarena, Justin Turner, Yimi Garcia in the pen. So, they made some moves at the deadline. So, there I was worried when they made their additions at the deadline. I was just like, okay, Yankees are going to play these guys in September. There's a little bit to be worried about. So comfortable with Sevy and Chapman. Canley is hit or miss for me. However, I did with the Canley's been fine. Canley's been fine. I mean, yeah, there's been a few games where he had a few hiccups, but he's been much better. Just get Volpe some chicken parm sandwiches and his superpower will be back. Yeah, hopefully they're Ken. The boy needs his chicken parm sandwich or just chicken parm, Probably hasn't been eating enough of it. So if we're expected to see Volpe or not Volpe, but Oswaldo Cabrera, we're going to see Dominguez and Verdugo again. Judge DHing, right? Soto is going to be playing right field. And my guy D-Rod said with the $2 super chat, shout out to you, D-Rod. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. He says, NFE, love you, dude. Love that everyone is here. I love it too, man. I love it too. I love when everybody is in here interacting. Appreciate everybody being in here supporting and interacting with each other. So yeah, Brad, there was a video I saw on X. I believe it was Derek from NYY Recaps who put it out. He was talking about his the way he uses his hips at his at bat, and there is a little bit of a difference in his hip movement. So if he can adjust his hips in his swing, he can hit a lot better. But it's just there's a problem with him utilizing his hips. So yeah, Holmes is low pressure is money. Hill, Weaver, Hamilton are all, those guys are solid. Holmes, since he's been taken out of the closer role, he's looking a lot more comfortable out there on the mound. You just can't put that guy in with a 1-run lead. You're just not supposed to do that. Yeah, Volpe's hips does open up. Yeah, I mean, he does need to make some adjustments to his hips. It'll improve his swing. That's what a lot of us have been saying, man. Big games right now. Every night is like a playoff game. Magic number to clinch divisions at 10 games. Yeah, I think the magic number for a playoff berth is either 2 or 3. Some folks are saying 2. I thought it was 3. But either way. And my guy Rodney with the $2 super chat. He says, "I ride with y'all with death chasing me." You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. We got you, Rodney. We're thinking of you, buddy. We're thinking of you. Yeah, Leiter needs to improve for sure. The Cubs did overuse him. I mean, he got overused, so he's probably a little worn out. Hopefully, we see some improvement from him. Yeah, and shout out to the boys at the Pinstripe Chronicles. Volpe needs more. We're not touching that one. 3 games to clean. Yeah, okay. I thought it was 3 games. Thank you there, Brad. Yeah, man. 958 subs. We're 42 subs away. So anybody watching this for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. When Volpe was hot in the beginning of the season, he was going opposite field. He was, yes, he was, and that's another thing that he hasn't been doing, obviously. So now it's weak rollovers to left side. Says a lot of him opening up too quick. Yeah. I mean, he looked great in the beginning of the season. I'm like, oh my god, look at this guy! Like he's made adjustments. He's hitting the ball well. It was like a complete 180 from where it was. Last season. Last season was his rookie year, so it's rookie season, so you're not going to give him a hard time. But he's kind of back to his old ways. Postseason clinches 2 games and tends to lock up the division. That is a combination of wins and Orioles losses. Yeah, and Orioles are going to be playing the Giants. I know that. I'm wondering how that series is going to go. Judge's comments? What comments are you talking about there, Sean? Which comments? Yeah, he had a hitting streak going and then kind of fell off. Yeah, Yankees lineup is loaded with lefty batters tonight. They didn't have that last. Yeah, they had no lefties last season. Last season was just a complete debacle all around. Yeah, Volpe had a lot of early season hits up the middle. Teams are shifting right up to and that's the thing. Opposing teams make their adjustments, and that's been something I've mentioned a few on several of my live streams of opposing teams making their adjustments. They're paying attention to what the Yankees are doing, and they're able to shut the Yankees down in some of these games. In reference to Cora's saying they missed an opportunity to throw it at him. Oh, with Judge saying they should try harder next time or whatever he said. Are you talking about that comment there, Sean? Oh, next time don't miss. Yeah, well, I mean, what else were you expecting him to say? That's what else were you expecting him to say? He basically just told him, "Bring it." You know what I mean? Like he's not afraid of those guys, and can you blame him? And a guy who's 6'7", he ain't gonna be afraid of nobody, and you could throw at him, but you're not gonna step to him. And I dare anybody on the Red Sox to try and step to him, see what happens. Yeah, Zanley. I mean, he's frustrated. You can tell he's frustrated. You could tell he's frustrated. So and I'm frustrated for him. That must mean they suck. That's why Judge is seeing a steady diet of sliders, and away, and Soto seeing a ton of fastball. Yeah, exactly. Opposing teams making their adjustments. You know. No, I mean, Judge doesn't need to though. That's the thing. I mean, on a rare occasion, he'll. It's one of those rare occasions he'll say something, but he doesn't need to say a lot. His presence speaks for itself. And I always say, like, those that don't say a lot and stay silent most of the time, those are the folks you got to watch out for, not the loudmouths. Not the loudmouths. The loudmouths, those are the ones that are weak. The quiet ones are the ones you have to watch out for. Yeah. Well, that's why. Yeah. I mean, how many? I don't see a lot of players stepping up to those two. You kidding me? Soto should take Volpe under his wing and teach him how to go the other way. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much they. I don't know how much they talk. I don't know how much Soto's helping him. I don't know. I can't. I could kick it. I could kick high. Dogs that bark don't bite. Yeah. Yeah. So, for anybody, for any of those big mouths out there, I mean, I'm not worried about them. It's the quiet folks, the folks that are in silence when you're running your mouth to them. Those are the ones you got to worry about. So, yeah, those are the guys that I got to worry about, because those guys are scary. So, but still waiting. Sorry, folks. I'm hoping the lineup still comes out soon. Seattle's lineup is out, so let me tell you Seattle's lineup. So they got Robles leading off, batting. He'll be DHing. Julio Rodriguez playing center field. He'll be batting second. Riley batting will be batting third. He'll be the catcher. Rosarena playing left field. He'll be at cleanup. Rayleigh will be playing right field. He'll be batting fifth. Justin Turner playing first base. He'll be batting sixth. Jorge Polanco batting seventh. He'll be playing second base. Crawford playing shortstop. He'll be batting eighth. And then Rojas batting ninth. And Brian Wu is on the mound for those guys. So that's the lineup right there. A little WWE, no doubt. No doubt. But screw it. Yeah. Hill, Nestor, and Schmidt are pitching in this series. And then for the Mariners, it's going to be Wu, Gilbert, and who was that other name? Wu, Gilbert. Yeah, the West Coast games stink, especially for folks that live on the East Coast. I understand, man. Those games are super late. Oh, and Miller. So Wu, Miller, and Gilbert pitching for Seattle in this series. So over under, how many of us are going to be asleep by the third inning? Well, but I know a lot of you are on the East Coast. I would imagine, I'll say most of you. I'll say over half of you are going to be asleep for the by the time the third inning comes around. D-Rod Prime, I get. Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice. Oh, you okay? Yeah. Well, I'm sure with your son being a D-backs fan, a Diamondbacks fan, I'm sure. You watch Mets if I fall asleep, no doubt. Yeah. Well, Ken's in Virginia. Actually, no, man. The games where I live, it's perfect. So where I live is perfect. The games here are they're gonna start at a little after 7 o'clock. Well, you're in Australia, so I wouldn't expect you to be asleep. Yeah, you'll have no problems there, Rodney. You should have no problems. No, Ken is not in Kansas City. Ken is yeah, no, Ken is not in Kansas City. Wrong, Sunil. Kew Gardens. He doesn't even live in Queens. Imagine if Hawaii had a team. Oh boy. Yeah, there would be the ratings would be so low. Oh man, yeah, the ratings would be super low. Everybody would be asleep for sure. No doubt in my mind. Oh, okay. You're good, Kiku. But why specifically Kew Gardens? I'm just curious. Oh, probably. Hey, what's up, Mr. Barrows? How's it going, man? Jeffrey, what's up? First time seeing you. Welcome. How many strikeouts we think for Hill tonight? You know what? While we're still waiting for the lineup, folks, let's get into it. Let's get into some of these predictions. What do we got for Luis Hill? What are we thinking for predictions for Luis Hill? How many innings does he pitch? How many strikeouts? How many walks? How many runs does he give up? Let's begin our predictions. What do we got for Luis Hill? Let's talk. Well, Seattle already has their lineup out. So, nosebleed section is saying 5 innings pitched, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 1 run. Just grab my pen here real quick. Let's see. 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 4 hits, 2 walks. You're feeling 7 strikeouts? All right. 2 earned runs, 6 innings, pitch victory. Cool. Hill has 10 strikeouts, 7 innings, 2 runs, 3 walks. 6 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, 3 hits, no runs, dominant. All right. 7 innings, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, 1 run. 7 strikeouts for Demon D. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts. 7 Ks, 7 Ks and 12. 7 Ks and 12 strikeouts? Is it 7 or 12? Hill goes 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 earned run. 6 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 6 hits, 3 walks. And the Yankees hit into 2 double plays. All right. So John has given us his double play prediction already. 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts from D-Rod. And then, all right, he will baffle the Mariners. I hope, man. Oh, man. That's awesome. Jeffrey saying Little over 5 innings, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed. Possible no decision. I could see that. So a little over 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 104 pitches thrown. I don't see 104 pitches. That's hot take, but I can't envision 104 pitches though. Honestly, I have wow, D-Rod, Ronnie, and Desiree. Oh boy. I see 80 pitches before he gets taken out. Yeah, 80 I think will be his max. I think once he reaches 80, I can see him getting taken out. But I see him going 6 innings. I'm going to go 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's going to give up. He'll give up 1 run. That's what I got for Luis Hill. 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and he gives up 1 earned run. Well, that's if Stanton is in the lineup there, Sean, because you're going to have Judge is probably going to DH would be my guess. So it's probably going to be Soto, Judge, Dominguez, Verdugo. I think Stanton is going to ride the bench unless he could come into tonight's game as a pinch hitter. That's a possibility. Jeffrey is saying one walk would be a miracle. He likes throwing balls. Well, there's games where, he does throw a lot of balls. You're right about that. But there's games where his walks are low. But I guess for tonight's game, I'm a little more hopeful. What do you mean? What is going on in the chat? How is it getting crazy? Just with a lot of the comments, or what? People saying some crazy things, or what? What's going on? I guess I see one comment that got deleted, but it deserved to be. Well, a couple of comments by a fake account. I'm assuming it's a fake account, but that's fine. Yeah, D-Rod did start it. He he did. Yeah, Rosarena, he usually pitches well against or hits well against the Yankees. So definitely a little worried about him. Let me see his stats. How's he been since he's been with Seattle? That was a good move by Seattle to get him, because Seattle definitely needed some bats. They got him and Justin Turner. Those were good pickups there. Rosarena this season, he's hitting 222. He's got 20 home runs, 57 RBIs for the season. Last 15 games, he's hitting 250. The last 7 games, it's saying 276. So, his bats, it's heating up a little bit. Yeah, Ken Berry is he's a fantastic baseball player. I like Ken Berry. You took your meds? Let's see your idea here, Mr. Barrows. He said you should give out a weekly trophy to the person that nails their prediction on the money, and then it goes to someone else the next show. Yeah. Everybody's got to remember their predictions, though. Astros game almost got his. Yeah. Yeah, it's always on you, D-Rod. When something happens, I definitely point the finger at you. Yeah, well, he's getting rest for tonight's game there, Nelson. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know how if he'll rest tomorrow, but he's definitely getting rest tonight as he should. Been a strange, wonderful, and terrible season. It has been an interesting season. It's been a very interesting baseball season. So, I don't know. I don't know what to make of the season, but there's really not like there's not really like a team that I can say, man, they're gonna absolutely destroy it in the postseason and they're gonna win the World Series. I'm not gonna make those predictions prior to the postseason. I'll make my predictions once the teams are set in the postseason. Then I'll start making my picks because I definitely made the mistake last season. But most of us did. He won't let anybody use his couch, giving up money. He probably would choke. Yeah, that's right. My coach, or not my coach, my couch is not available. Let's step backwards into a World Series championship in 2024. Love to see it. A night on my couch. They're going to be playing. They're going to be paying a heavy penalty. Yeah, I mean Oswaldo definitely. I mean we've a lot of fans have been saying it. I mean Oswaldo does need to play. I mean he needs to be playing. I like Oswaldo Cabrera. I really do. Yeah, we don't talk about the couch. Dodgers and Orioles get eliminated in the first rounds that they play. That's a hot take there, Ken. That's a hot take. Yeah, the Mets. You think the Mets are going to go deep? It's possible. I don't know. They still have to get a wild card spot. So let's see where they're at in the wild card. So they're a game ahead of the Braves. They're a game ahead of the Braves. It's gonna be a tight one. Looking at the Mets schedule, they're playing the Nationals tonight. Let's see. They're playing against the Nationals tonight. Then they play. They have a 4-game set against the Phillies at Citi Field. Then they go play the Braves next week. They have a day off this upcoming Monday. Then they play the Braves in Atlanta. So that's going to be a huge series right there. They kind of have it a little tough. They got the Nationals, then the Phillies, then the Braves. That game against the Braves not this Thursday, but next Thursday is a makeup from April 10th. That game got postponed. And then they go to Milwaukee to play against the Brewers. So Mets have a little bit of a tough schedule. And then you look at the Braves. Trying to pull up. Let's see what the Braves schedule looks like. I mean, while we're waiting for the lineup, like I said, hopefully it comes out soon because I will have to get going soon. Not quite yet, but looking at the Braves schedule, I mean, they have a 3-game set against the Reds. It looks like they're going to play the Reds here pretty soon, or soon. And then play against the Marlins, obviously the Mets next weekend. Then their last games are against the Royals. So, man, these games are going to be real interesting when they come down to the wire. Yeah, the Mets got a hard schedule. Yeah, Nelson, I get it, but you also have to remember that the Yankees didn't have their full squad on that team. They had a bunch of players that are hurt. Right now, the Yankees are healthy. They got a lot of their players back, so hopefully they continue trending in the right direction. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. It's possible. Yeah, I mean the Braves. They got unfortunately they got a few guys that are hurt too. So it is what it is. What's up, Evan? How's it going? But let's continue. Let's continue with the predictions. How many double plays did the Yankees hit into tonight? What do we got for double plays? Yeah, I know. Yankees lineup still isn't posted. Yeah, Braves close out versus the Royals. That's gonna be a fun series. Nosebleed saying 0 double plays. I'm gonna go 1 double play. Just like Ken, he's saying 1 double play as well. One double play from Chet. Mr. Barrows is saying 2. What team had the best season regarding injuries, Atlanta or LA? I want to say LA because LA has had a bunch of injuries. I mean, Tyler Glasnow he's out for the rest of the season. He's unlikely going to be back. I mean, they just got Yamamoto back. I mean, Kershaw I think he's out, right? Or is he back? I don't remember. Does anybody know for Clayton Kershaw? Ooh, that would be a lot of fun, man. That would be a lot of fun. Oh, I do. They scare me, man. They scare me as well. Brian Woo's pitching tonight, and his last outing against the Yankees was a good one. Didn't walk anybody. Only gave up 2 hits, struck out 7. Yeah, he pitched against Clark Schmidt in that game. And the Yankees bats had no answer for him. They ended up winning that game 6-3. It was a 4-game set. Yankees ended up splitting it. Luis Hildo, who's pitching tonight, he out in his last outing against Seattle. Yankees won 5-0, and he just went a little over 6 innings, struck out 8, walked 2, gave up only a hit. Thank you, Mr. Barrows. Thank you so much. Yeah, unfortunately, Kershaw's best days are behind him. I guess in his case, I mean, he probably should. But what do we got for a score? I know the lineup isn't out yet. But what do you all think? I think tonight's game, it's like I said earlier this morning, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I see it being like a 3-2 type of game. I'm predicting 3-2 for a score. They're saying the over-under is 7.5, but I think they're going to be on the under for that one. 4-2, 3-1, 7-5, 3-2. Yeah, no doubt, Nelson. You're saying 5-2 there, Mr. Barros? Okay. Yeah, I'm going 3-2. I'm going 3-2. That's my score prediction. Yeah, I know the game doesn't start for another 3 hours. Well, 3 hours. Which means I'm going to probably have to start my pre-games a little bit later than usual then, because usually I started around like that 5:30 mark. I started 5:30 hoping like the lineup would be out by now. I mean, it's 6:30 now, but it's still not out yet. So still a little while for the game to start. Chad is saying 6-3. All right. How many runners do you think the Yankees leave on base? What do we got for that? How many runners do they leave on base? I'm gonna go 5. Nosebleed saying 6. Okay. 5-0 Yankees. All right, Sabine. 7-4. All right, Ken's saying 5. We're on the same page, man. 8 runners left on base. They leave the bases loaded twice. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think they'll do that. 5-1. Okay, cool. 9 runners left on base. All right. I think they're going to go 5. Against Wu, and yeah, man, they got to jump early. They're going to leave 5 runners, and you're saying 4-3 Yankees. I like it. No, you're not. And CT, CT Cards. You know what? You're not wrong there, bud. You're definitely not wrong. So they're known to leave runners on base or leave the bases loaded. So 6-2. Yeah, it's going to be a pitcher's duel, man. Wu and Luis Hill. That's going to be a fun pitching matchup. CT Cards is liking 4-3. All right. Yeah, I see the bases loaded and the Yankees not scoring. I think that's going to happen twice in tonight's game. That's entirely possible, but they got to get on base first because Wu is a good pitcher. The game is a toss-up, Lou. I agree. It's a big time toss-up. So there's no telling what's going to happen. Obviously the game could go either way. So would it shock me if the Yankees lost tonight? It wouldn't shock me. But hopefully they can come away with a win. What do you all think about just for the fun of it? What do you all think the lineup is going to look like tonight? So, I guess Aaron Boone said that Oswaldo Cabrera is going to be playing tonight, and both Verdugo and Dominguez are going to be in the lineup tonight. What are we thinking, folks? What do we think the lineup is going to look like? I know the lineup isn't out yet, but let's just have some fun with it. What are we thinking? So I wrote down the lineup real quick, and I have it as follows. So I think they're gonna go Torres, Soto, Judge, Wells, and I think they're gonna have Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting fifth, Rizzo sixth, Dominguez seventh, Oswaldo eighth, Verdugo ninth. Oh, the lineup is out? All right, the lineup is out. Yes, thank you for telling me. I will pull up the lineup right now. Oh wow, I think we were like close. So you're saying Torres, Soto, Judge, Wells, Jazz. You had Dominguez, Rizzo, so Waldo, Doogie. Okay. So you and I had Dominguez, Rizzo flipped. We had opposites on that, but cool, folks. Let me pull up the lineup. Give me 1 second here. Let's talk about the lineup. We already went. We already went through our predictions, so that's cool. So we'll talk about the lineup, and yeah, you were spot on there. I was off by a little bit there, Desiree. I was just off by a little bit, but that's the lineup right there, folks. So Gleyber Torres leading off, batting, playing second base. Juan Soto batting second. He'll be playing right field. Aaron Judge batting third. He'll be DHing. Austin Wells at cleanup. He'll be behind the dish. Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting fifth. He'll be playing third base. He's batting fifth. Jason Dominguez playing center field. He'll be batting sixth. Anthony Rizzo batting seventh, playing first base. Oswaldo Cabrera batting eighth, playing shortstop. Alex Verdugo batting ninth. He'll be playing left field. And on the mound today, folks, it is Luis Hill. So I had Rizzo and Dominguez the opposite. So I actually had Rizzo going before Dominguez, or else the rest of my lineup was on the money. So the award goes to Nosebleed Section. Sir, you win. And you just get a thumbs up for me. So, but how do you all feel about this lineup, though? Let me know how you all feel about this lineup. Verdugo and Jason Dominguez both in the lineup together. So, how do you all feel about this lineup? Talk to me. Kiku is saying Yankees are going to be slain out on the Pacific Coast Showdown. I predict we are about to see a fierce New York Yankee attack that resembles the beginning of the year. We are going 5-1 on this road trip. Dude, I love the enthusiasm. So I'm going to leave the lineup here. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Cool. So CT Cards approves. He likes the lineup. Desiree likes the lineup. As long as the lineup says Jason Dominguez, you're cool. All right. It might have popped up on his phone. As soon as he said it, then I saw it. I saw Yankees Twitter post it, so I got it up here. Yeah, for me, as soon as X puts the lineup out, I immediately see it on X. So yeah, left-handed heavy is right, man. Butts in the box, got a hit, steal, productive out, situational hitting. Bam, 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 bam. There you go. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so this lineup is very left-handed heavy, no doubt. I mean, you got Juan Soto, you have Austin Wells, you have Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jason Dominguez, Anthony Rizzo. Yeah, the majority, you know. Yeah, MLB app. What do we got for home run predictions, folks? Who's hitting a home run tonight? Anybody hitting a home run tonight? What do we got? What do we got? You know what? I'm going to say Judge hits a home run. And then, you know what? I'm going Dominguez. I'm going to go Jason Dominguez. I'm going Judge, Dominguez, And I think Jazz Chisholm's going to hit. I think he's going to hit one out of the park. Yeah, Boone does deserve credit for the lineup. I give Boone. I gave. You got to give Boone credit for the last 3 series. You know, they beat Chicago, they beat Kansas City, they beat the Red Sox 3 out of 4. So Jason gets one. Judge, Stanton, Torres, I like it. Soto 1, Judge 1, Wells 1, Dominguez 2. So 4 home runs. Okay, all right. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully 2 days off because I like Volpe too, man. But you know he's definitely got to make some improvements at the plate, and I'm glad he's not playing tonight. And you got Oswaldo in there. Torres is the only dinger tonight for sure. Everyone but Rizzo and Verdugo hit one. I believe that is correct there, Nosebleed. I believe that is correct. All right. So, last but not least, lineup is out now. We know what the lineup is. We went through the rest of our predictions before the lineup came out. What are we doing for dinner tonight, folks? What's for dinner? What are your dinner plans? What are you snacking on? What do we got, folks? What's for dinner? You're going to pick Wells and Judge, Jazz with a stolen base? Nice. All right. Chet saying meatloaf, steamed broccoli, and salad. Okay. Eggplant parm. Hot dog and French fries. You just had a lobster roll. I'm gonna yell. Then I'm gonna calm down. Tomato cucumber salad with feta, grilled chicken, and pita bread. That sounds really good. Yeah, if Cabrera makes an error, I'm going to say, oh, they need to send him. They need to DFA him, demote him. He doesn't deserve to be on the team. That's what I'm going to be saying, Ken, if he makes a costly error at shortstop. Going to Maine October 1st. You're going for some lobster? For sure. Chinese barbecue spare ribs and white rice. All right, Lou. Yeah, definitely DFA him. Definitely DFA him. Absolutely. He needs to be DFA'd. No doubt. Ground beef and quinoa. Nice. Beef and broccoli with white rice. Nice, nice. Yeah, Ken, we do. My family does some lamb meat, like chopped with broccoli, and we do it with rice. It's like it's so good, man. Homemade chicken soup. I like it. Rigatone and Sicilian meat sauce. All right, there, Mr. Barros. Nice. What's up, Eric? How you doing, bud? All right, and he is getting hungry. He'll see us later. Nice, Ken. Nice. Take care there, John. We'll see you later. I'm gonna shut this down here in the next few minutes too, because I do have to get going. But I think for some of these pre games, folks, I'll probably be going on a little bit later. just because of the games being played on the West Coast. So do plan on it. All right. It's crazy. I moved away from the East Coast when I was real young, and I never got to really visit the New England area. I'm gonna have to visit there sometime. I know it's beautiful up there. Nah, man. I know you're a Mariners fan, but no, we're all good, bro. We're all good. It's all good. Even though we talk mostly Yankees here, um, every fan from whatever team, you're all welcome to join. One day. Nah, I won't crash on the couch. Yeah, I get it. I get it because of the Red Sox. I understand. But yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens in this game tonight. It's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun matchup. Luis Hill versus Brian Wu. I'm loving. I'm loving the lineups. The lineup for the Yankees. The lineup tonight for the Yankees is looking solid. Hopefully they pull off a win tonight. I got a 3-2 score. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. Both pitchers, they're going to be trying to outdo each other. So we'll see how it ends up. So, again, looking at the standings one more time. Yankees 87-63, 3-game lead over the Orioles. Looking at the wild card, I mean, Seattle, they're 2 games behind the wild card spot. They're 2 games behind the Twins in the wild card. So, they could easily take the lead. They could easily get the wild card spot. They're going to play hard. They're going to play hard. Jonathan's got 4-2. Yeah, anytime, CT Cards. You're awesome, dude. You're awesome. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be a great battle. It's going to be a great battle tonight. It's going to be this is going to be a great series in general. That both teams are just going to be battling each other big time. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But folks, I am going to wrap it up here. But I do appreciate every single one of you coming in and joining the live stream. Love the conversations. Love the discussions that we have. And Eric is saying 5-2. I don't know. I think it'll be a lot closer than that, but good prediction either way. But thank you all for tuning in. Go enjoy the game tonight. I'm hoping for all my friends on the East Coast, you're able to stay up and watch the games. I know it's going to be super late for all of you on the East, but for the rest of you that are not on the East Coast, hopefully you all get to watch the game tonight. It's going to be a great series. It's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to it. And if everything goes according to plan for tomorrow, folks, I do plan on calling the play-by-play tomorrow night. So be on the lookout for that. There will be another pregame tomorrow. No morning show, but another pregame. So I hope to see all of you tomorrow. And thank you all for tuning in. All right, make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you are watching this for the first time. Share this channel out with everyone you know. We are on the road, folks, to 1,000 subscribers. So anybody that is watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Join the Strike Zone crew. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good evening. Let's go, Yankees.